All right, we are officially live here. And hopefully you guys have heard by now. We are hosting a homebuyers workshop that is October 4th. We have quickly reach that October 4th today. That is tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. We will be over in the Warrensville Heights Library. And so leading up to this, I've been hosting these lives, just kind of introducing some of the panelists that will be there and just answering some of the questions briefly here, but in more detail on Wednesday. So you still have time to register and join us. We will include the link for registration here. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Andrea Wilson. I'm the broker here at Brick House Realty. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure that you like, share, follow, whatever it is you have to do on whatever platform. Let's stay connected. So I have here one of the panelists with me, CG Newman. So CG, please go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, everyone. My name is CG Newman. I am a realtor for Brick House Realty. And not only am I a realtor, but I invest in the very thing that I sell.
All right. So, we just wanted to kind of jump on here to talk about the upcoming workshop. So I guess what are you looking forward to the most about the workshop tomorrow?
What I'm looking for is being able to connect with individuals that have questions that they can have answered directly, right? I get a lot of messages, a lot of DMs asking about the very information that we will be providing at this seminar. What I am most excited about is I will probably say all of the entire panelists definitely have an inside point of view of all of your concerns, all of your questions, because again, we not only have a knowledge base of what it is that we're giving you information about, majority of the individuals on a panel own real estate themselves. So they know where you're currently sitting, they know the concerns you have and the questions that you may need answers. So what better resource than coming to this workshop, asking direct questions to individuals who know exactly what it is that you may be going through and be able to build that relationship with that professional. So that's what I'm most excited about, getting information out to the community. I know it's so many individuals asking questions, on the sidebar. This will give you an opportunity to come see what it is that we have in store and more importantly, be able to provide for you.
So I know that you get a lot of questions, DMs, people are always out there. Can you share maybe a common question that people ask you just about the overall home buying process?
I think one of the most common questions I get is what's the best time to buy, right? And that question is definitely going to be catered to that particular individual, right? It may be asking the question of where are you financially, right? Requirements to even purchase. Do you have any savings? Are you looking to expand your family, right? Relocate, location plays a significant part. So I think it is tailored to that specific individual, right? But making sure that the right answers and information is given to that particular individual will definitely be able to determine if now is the appropriate time to buy.
So you bring up a point there where, and I want to kind of dig into that a little bit more. You said that when we talk to the client, we're going to ask some kind of financial information. So I was on a call, I did a live the other day with Darlene, and we talked about that. And I was telling her that I have had experiences with family and friends who I feel did not use me as a realtor, ultimately because they felt like I was going to be
in their business.
in their business, right? And so maybe then I would know how much they make on their job or how much they have in their bank account. So from that standpoint, we kind of talked about that and mentioned that we don't get into that type of financial information. but there are certain questions that we do ask, and we need to ask these questions so that we can, because we're all about providing clients with resources. So connecting the client with the right resource. So kind of that onboarding, that initial call, can you share some of those questions that we ask so that we get them to maybe the right lender, and the reason for asking those questions?
Absolutely. I'm glad that you bring that exception. I think a lot of people think that we know all of their financial aspects, but we really only need to know a few things to know who we need to sit you in front of. Number one, credit requirements. There is no getting around it, right? So there is going to be a minimum of 620. Let me say that because 620 is where we would like to sit you at, right? To be a pre-approved. However, FHA requirements is as low as a 585, but you have to understand that is going to come with the higher interest rates, right? So the higher, of course, your credit score, the better the interest rate that we're looking to get you. Now, if you're looking to tap into other resources, let's say down payment assistance and things of that nature, we are looking for a credit score of a 650. I don't know if you're still here, a 650, to be able to get you some other resources that's out there, to know who we can best put you in front of as far as lending. We do need to know that you have been gainfully employed over 2 years. You're back. Listen, it's all live, right? This is what happened with technology. But we just ask are and do meet the lender requirements. Again, 2 years of work history. Make sure that you are employed and able to take on a mortgage. Minimum credit requirements. Making sure you have filed your taxes. But those are most of the questions that we do ask in front of a lender, just so we know if we're tapping into a straight pre-approval or also some down payment assistance programs.
Thank you for that. Thank you for covering. Well, I had to step out for a little bit because the internet wanted, gotta love technology. But but guess what, guys? You have a true professional, seasoned agent, and so I know that I'm kind of leading the interview here. But CG has been in this business long enough. She can definitely guide you through the process, and she is one of the presenters for tomorrow evening. We pride ourselves on that education piece of making sure that we're connecting our clients with the right resources. And I've been following this theme all along, saying knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, right? So we have to get away from just, running to Google or even just asking a family member like, hey, do you know a real estate agent? And really focus and find the folks that are highly educated around the home buying and selling process. And I can absolutely say that about our agents here at Brick House Realty. So tomorrow we have our agents presenting. We have a lender presenting, we have title presenting, and we have a home inspector. CG, how important is it to have a home inspection, one, and two, picking the right home inspector?
It is absolutely vital to have a home inspection. And the reason I say this is because this is a long-time investment, right? I tell clients all the time, this isn't a bag of oranges that we're buying, right? So one bruised orange out of the entire bunch, a $2 bag of oranges isn't so bad. But when we're talking about thousands of dollars into a long-term investment, you want to ensure the overall conditions of this property so that you are thoroughly knowledgeable about the entire conditions of the home. I tell clients from rooter to tutor, the inspection is going to come in to check everything in a property, make sure the mechanics are functioning properly. And you want to know overall what that home looks like for you and your family for safety reasons, and for even if we want to kind of negotiate on a price point and purchase and value of that home. Getting a home inspection is definitely a peace of mind. I tell people all the time, I don't mind paying a couple $100s for a peace of mind. So it's so important.
So, unfortunately, against our better judgment from time to time, where we feel like, no, maybe we should wait and find another house. Sometimes our clients will move forward because they've kind of fallen in love with the house almost too soon. And so that's something to be kind of mindful of as you go through the process. I think it's important for people to really understand that it's okay to fall in love with a house, but you just need to make sure that you educate yourself on what capital improvements may be coming up on the property that may hit your pockets kind of hard. And so are you in a cash position to do that? Because you can get some really good deals, I get, if it needs some work on there. Have you seen some situations where, or do some of your clients feel it's beneficial to kind of buy lower and then do the work over time?
So it is going to be per property, right? It depends. It's going to go back to budget, right? Because if we're talking larger items, let's talk about roof and driveway and things of that nature. Yes, you ultimately want to get the best purchase price on that property, but do you have the capital to put back into it? Like you said, do you have the reserves to take care of those repairs? Now we're talking two different aspects as far as cosmetic upgrades, right? As opposed to larger mechanics that may need some work. So I really feel it's most important for us to have those tough conversations, right? About, yes, if we do indeed get that price point because of things that need to be taken care of, do you realistically have the means to take care of those items that will be more pressing, especially when we're talking about a roof, simply because we live in Ohio, right? So the majority of our year is spent either under snow or rain. So we just have to really dive in to talk about what's going to be best for that particular client when it comes to what we purchase it at, and then what is it going to need short term and long term.
Well, you guys, there you have it. Obviously on here, we can't go through the full scope of, what we will be talking about tomorrow evening. You just need to register and join us. You can send a text message to that number that's scrolling along the bottom, and we'll send you the link so that you can register. We have a few more spots left available for tomorrow evening. And even if you're planning to move, sometime next year, you should still join us. So that way you can start collecting and getting the information that you need so that you're in position for next year. I'm going to kind of give you that market update and what's going on in the marketplace so that you're prepared. Is there something that you would like to share, CG, that maybe we didn't directly talk about here?
I think we covered everything. Knowledge is power. What better place to be is a position where you're coming to get resources on the very thing that you are inquisitive about. On top of that, I think what we didn't mention is this is a free event. Event. Now, many people are charging a bag.
Right.
Get this information that we are giving to you absolutely voluntarily and at a free rate. So register if you have. Seats are filling up. So please reach out to either of us if you have any questions, any concerns, but more importantly, we want to see you in the building. So hope you guys register.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, but have a wonderful day, guys.
Take care, you guys.